Your daughter is dead. She's dead in your restaurant.
Where? In the restaurant. You're not even crying. Why? Because I can't.
This is Mingming Chen. Together with her husband, Mingming is responsible for taking her daughter's life and hiding her in the most terrible place imaginable.
First thing that came to my mind was my family's gonna fall apart. And then I moved her to the walk-in freezer.
And right now she thinks she can get away with it all, completely unaware that each lead, each witness, and each piece of evidence points to her and her only. And now her lies will come crumbling down.
Sometimes accidents happen and bad things can happen, even if you're a good person.
What happened to her? How did she end up in your restaurant? I can't just do this no more because 5-year-old little beautiful girl.
It was a cold night in January 2017 when a small family-run restaurant in Jackson Township, Ohio became the center of a frantic search. 5-year-old Ashley Zhao had been reported missing. Her mother, Mingming Chen, told dispatchers that the little girl had been asleep inside the restaurant earlier that evening and somehow vanished. Within hours, patrol cars surrounded the building and an endangered child alert was sent across the state. Volunteers, canine units, and officers combed the area through the night. To the public, it looked like every parent's worst nightmare. But inside the restaurant, something far darker was going on. After hours of extensive search that yielded no results, investigators secured the restaurant out of suspicion, treating it less like a search zone and more like a crime scene. Soon enough, the story of a child wandering off unraveled, and the search came to a devastating end, right where it had started. Ashley's body was discovered inside the very building from which she had been reported missing. The shocking discovery left investigators stunned, and attention quickly shifted toward the parents, whose earlier displays of concern now raised troubling questions. What started as a missing child case had become a homicide investigation in a matter of hours, and as officers escorted Ashley's mother, Mingming Chen, into an interrogation room, they had questions. A lot of them.
If we can maybe just catch up, because he wasn't there when we spoke last at your apartment, so kind of pick up where we left off and some of the things that we were talking about. And I tried to explain to him a little bit about Ashley and how she didn't live with you for the whole time. So maybe you can tell just a little bit again about how Ashley came to live with you. How? Yes.
Remember, I didn't really get a chance to talk this morning because we just talked to your daughter just for a few minutes. So, it would help me out a little bit just to understand, kind of everything.
How Ashley come back here, her mom, my husband's mom.
Sure.
Always call us and then tell, Ashley came here to go to school. But we told her, we can't because Ashley not even 4. And we have a restaurant, we have, Jojo to take care of it.
Right.
And it's so hard.
Sure.
And we told my husband's parents, they then take care of her 1 more year, and they say okay, but to keep calling, say that, they were, and then we say okay, we can say yes. And my husband go to the New York, take Ashley here.
She flew.
Yeah.
Flew to pick her up.
Yeah.
And that was
October 13, 2015.
And prior to that, grandparents were watching her and did they have custody of her?
I didn't see that.
Were they guardians of her? Were they like mom and dad to her? So were they taking care of her?
Yeah.
Like you guys were now?
I don't know.
Well, they were taking care of her. We talked about this at your apartment. Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Were pretty much mom and dad.
Yeah.
For the first.
Yeah. So when Ashley here, Ashley think Grandma and Grandpa will be mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so there was some transition time when she came back here that she had to figure out that you were mom.
Yeah. I need to talk to her, to explain to her, I'm the mom.
Right.
Grandma is daddy's mommy. It's not your mommy. I'm your mommy.
Right.
You're from me, from my belly. Okay. So hard to talk to her when she's not even 4,
Sure.
But now she understands that I'm mommy.
Right.
Daddy's daddy. Yeah. Grandma and grandpa will be daddy's parents. She knows that now. We don't put her to the school. So many people ask me, why did I not put Ashley to the preschool?
Right.
Because when she's angry with someone, she will push them. Or if someone plays like toys, and she wants that toys too, like that, because the grandparents always,
Give her away, or baby her. Or...
like because I'm the mom.
Right.
I need to teach my kids in better, like nice kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the grandparents just like, oh, we love you. That's all only. Do whatever you want. We let you do whatever you want, like that. So
Did they not discipline her? Okay. But not according to your standards.
I think so.
Mingming's account of her family dynamics tells a lot about why this tragic incident occurred in the first place. She reveals how Ashley didn't actually grow up with them for most of her early life. She lived with her paternal grandparents in China during her early years, which meant that the bonding between her and her actual parents was very limited. By the time Ashley returned to the United States, Mingming describes it as if they were adjusting to someone they barely knew. But these are challenges that almost every family deals with. They're exhausting, yes, but they're not extraordinary, and certainly not enough to kill your own daughter. Throughout this interrogation, you'll see these subtle justifications and blame game come up a lot. But for now, let's hear how Mingming tries to sell a fake story of what actually happened that day.
We were just getting ready to start talking about yesterday, and you were telling me that your husband took JoJo to school.
Oh, okay. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just like every single day when JoJo goes to school, I wake up and take care of JoJo. Teeth, face, clothes. Sometimes my husband do that, the teeth and the face. I put the JoJo clothes on and get JoJo to the wash hair, go to kitchen, eat, and let her, when she finished, let her put the clothes, jacket, jacket and shoes.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And the shoes, and put the book down, go to the school, and then my husband drive her to the school. And he come back home, and then we take a rest, eat some stuff, and then we go to a restaurant around like 10 o'clock. Around like 10 o'clock. I'm not sure exactly what times because I didn't go see my clock. And when we go to the restaurant and we start working, get a phone call, cook, and do the side work, like cut meat, veggies, everything stuff. And around 3 o'clock, and then my husband go pick up JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
And after my husband go pick up JoJo, I can't tell you exactly what times, but Ashley asked me, she want to go to sleep, and said, okay, go to sleep. And JoJo and my husband come back. last time showed Ashley. He's still exposed. He saw her meeting.
And that was at the restaurant or at the apartment? Okay. What do you think happened?
So she had shoes, jacket on. I don't know. I told that lady she thinks someone told her. So you guys
Say that again. You told the lady.
No, the lady told me she thinking about someone, so that she does want you guys to keep.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think she just opened the door and walked out?
I don't know. Because if someone opened the back door, come in, I'm pretty sure I will know. After my husband picked up Jojo to the restaurant, and Jojo's, very nice to me, very close to me, and every single time when she came back to the restaurant, and we will hug, and I'll go that door to, hug her, and then we saw Ashley there.
At the back door of the restaurant.
No, at the sleeping room. We call the sleeping room.
She's on the bed?
She's on the bed.
Okay.
At the restaurant.
At the restaurant.
And that was when JoJo came in from school.
Yeah.
And then what?
And then I'll go walk. Go take out the phone, cook, and give the food to the customers. Just keep doing that. And I didn't go back see Ashley because nothing happened that before.
Right.
So instead we go home, we finish everything, and we saw her missing.
You went home and realized she was missing.
No, when we finished everything work at the restaurant.
Closing.
Yeah, when we closing and we go, we want to put her jacket on.
Okay.
Let her up and then go home. And we saw her not there. And my husband go outside to find her, and I'll tell Jojo. I thought Ashley in the bathroom. I told Jojo go to the bathroom to check Ashley there. No, Jojo told me no. And me and then Jojo go outside to find Ashley too. But when we came back, the back door will be locked. We can't go inside, and I just touched the door. And then my husband opened the door for me, and then he got a phone, and I asked him, what are you doing? He said, call the police man. That's all. And he, on the phone, talked to you guys.
Did you tell him to call the police?
Huh?
Did you tell him call the police?
No.
Why did he call the police?
We can't find the daughter.
Okay.
That's what we're asking.
Was he worried?
Yeah, because Ashley's not at the restaurant, not outside. That's why we called the.
Right.
That's why he thinks we called the police. I don't know. He called the police man.
Right.
Mingming sticks to the same version of events she and her husband had been insisting on since the day of the incident. Ashley just somehow vanished from the back door while everyone else was going about their day. In the 911 call, her husband had told dispatchers that Mingming left their daughter asleep in the restaurant, and when they checked up on her, Ashley was gone. What she doesn't know, or at least doesn't yet understand, is that investigators have already walked through the kitchen of her restaurant, and they found Ashley's body concealed in there. Now, Concealed is the key word here. According to the police reports, the fact that the body was hidden properly inside the kitchen suggested it was a deliberate act of covering, a conscious decision to evade consequences. So when detectives finally put that reality on the table, you can see how Mingming's confidence falls apart.
Let's go back and figure out, where, because we know that Ashley wasn't asleep on the couch that time, right? On the bed in the restaurant. We know that.
The what?
Can you explain to her?
他说我们知道哈，你那个 Ashley 他在那个餐厅里面哈，不是睡在那个床上，他在餐厅有个小床的。
没有啊，餐厅床有啊，有人都睡在那里啊，我们睡觉都睡在那里啊。
我们这位那个人警察先生说，他们知道，昨天那个 Ashley 不是睡在那里。
Ashley 睡在床上啊。我都知道 Ashley 睡在床上啊。
那你告诉他说你见。
I saw Ashley sleep on the bed at your house or the apartment. I mean, at the restaurant. Okay, well, what happened at the restaurant? What are you talking about? Something happened at the restaurant, and we know that that's where Ashley was found her. Okay. So we're trying to figure out what led up to that. Okay. Like Detective Frasco and said, you got a lot going on. There was a lot going on. You work hard. You're a good mom. What?
他的意思说的，因为我们已经找到那个 Ashley 了哈，在餐厅里找到他了。
Okay.
他们就是想要知道昨天在餐厅里有没有发生什么事情。
没有发生什么事情。
或者在你的家里那个公寓里头发生。
没有啊。
She said, didn't happen either at the restaurant or at the theater.
Mingming. Okay. Your daughter was found deceased in a restaurant, okay?
Okay.
We want to know how she got that way, what happened.
I don't know.
Mingming. I know you're a good mom. To me, do you really want to do that? Memory of your daughter. Do you want to do that? Do you want to just say, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know how she was found in a restaurant.
I think that accidents happen too. And I think that there could have been something that happened that was an accident and you didn't mean for it to happen, or your husband didn't mean for it to happen, or JoJo didn't mean for it to happen.
Right.
So we need to figure out if there was some sort of an accident and what happened so we can understand.
We're just trying to understand. We're trying to do our job. More importantly, we're trying to help you. And you got JoJo there. JoJo told me what happened to her sister. JoJo told me. I just know what JoJo told me. How do you think she's feeling right now?
I don't know.
You got to think about her. You're a mom, a caring mom, and you got a little girl that needs you and looks up to you.
I'm not a caring mom. Why do you say you're not a caring mom? Why do you say I'm the caring mom? Because I can tell you take care of JoJo. Yeah, I take care of the kids all the time. So why do you think you're not caring? Why?
We're asking.
You're not a caring mom?
You
don't care? What?
你照顾你2个孩子哈，你为什么一直告诉我们说 you are not caring 啊？
What does caring mean? Caring.
Caring， 就是说对孩子很好，对他们非常的照顾他们照顾得很好。Caring, C-A-R-A-N-G 大概就不明白这个词什么意思，就是我照顾孩子很好，就嘘寒问暖。
我没有说我对他们很好，你没有说我自己对他们很严啊？
啊，你没有说过你对他们很好啊？
我说我对他们很严，我说我是个很严的妈咪。
可是你给孩子吃穿哈，
对啊，
照顾他们哈，实际上就是 caring。
哦 ，OK，loving，
对，你爱你的孩子吧
，loving， yeah，you love your kids。
没有啊，那就是一个 caring 嘛。
Okay. You love your children, right? That's what we're trying to figure out what happened and figure out if there was some kind of an accident, because I think you're a good person. I think you take care of your kids and your husband and your house and your restaurant, and you work hard, right? And sometimes accidents happen and bad things can happen even if you're a good person.
But what accidents happen?
Mingming. That's where we're
That's
at.
what we're trying to find out. Ashley we found Ashley
Where?
in the
your
restaurant.
In the restaurant.
Yes.
That's where we're trying to tell you, Mingming. She's dead. She's dead in your restaurant, honey.
Where?
That's where she's at. The founder, dead in your restaurant. In the restaurant that you work from open to close, right?
The detectives thought Mingming would give in after hearing about the discovery of Ashley's remains, but to their surprise, she still sticks to her misleading narrative. The evidence, however, suggests otherwise. There were no signs of forced entry, no exit footage showing a wandering child, and no witnesses spotting a little girl outside. Forensic reports revealed injuries consistent with a violent assault, decisively ruling out any accident. And throughout it all, Mingming's striking lack of visible emotion only confirms what investigators already believe.
Does she understand that Ashley is deceased?
No, yes, I explained to her.
Okay.
Her we found the body.
And that's what we are trying to figure out, what happened. And Mingming, you know what happened yesterday. You do.
Why I know? Why?
Because you're her mother. Because you were with her. Because JoJo was with her. You know what happened yesterday. Okay? So we can keep playing this game. But you know what happened. And we need to figure out what happened.
I only can say I saw her sleeping on the bed.
And then
We can't find her last night.
do you think your husband did something to her?
No?
Do you think he had anything to do with this? How about JoJo? Do you think JoJo had something to do with this? Are you sure?
Of course not.
Why?
Because JoJo's kid. Yeah.
What happened to your daughter?
Which one, Jojo? Ashley?
Ashley.
You're not even crying.
I can't.
Why?
Because I can't. I don't have any wallets anymore.
Okay. I understand that. That's one thing you and I both understand. Okay. What happened to her? How did she end up dead in your restaurant? Mingming. You do get it. You do get it because she's dead. Your daughter is dead, Mingming. She's dead. She wasn't on the couch. She wasn't on the bed. She's dead in your restaurant. You called 911. Your husband called 911. Your daughter is dead. She's dead in your restaurant. Now, we can sit here and we can play games all night and do this. I don't want to do this because you know what? I know that you love your daughters because you told us. Do you think that JoJo wants to go through this and lose her sister? Do you want to sit and play whatever and say, no, I don't know what happened? She was laying on the bed. She was laying on the bed. Let's get past all that, Mingming. What happened to Ashley? What happened to Ashley? How did she end up dead in the restaurant? Your daughter, JoJo's sister. She's
不
dead.
能这样子说，我无话可说，我不知道讲什么。
She said that she had because you guys are insisting on this, she said it. She does not know what else to say.
Maybe we talked to your husband. He told us to tell you don't lie. Okay? Okay. So he knows what happened. Okay? Can you guys tell me, what did he tell you? I know we needed to know from you what happened.
At this point, the detectives bring up Mingming's husband into the conversation, who is being interrogated in another room. And he's about to give a completely different version of events than Mingming's, one that will reveal just how poor her relationship with Ashley was.
If I can talk to her, she can tell you the truth, and it would just be a lot easier. Because if she doesn't know that I told you guys, maybe she's gonna lie to you. What would she tell her? She would tell you the story that she told told you guys from the beginning.
Well, what is she gonna say when you tell her we talked about it?
If you tell her that, she's gonna tell you the truth.
No, and I'm sure that's what they'll do. Okay, yeah, we just want to start with what happened yesterday. Okay. What time in the morning what happened yesterday morning?
Okay, yesterday morning, we got up, we prepped JoJo for school. I took JoJo to school. I came back. When I came back, my wife was very angry with Ashley because she peed on her diaper and she pooped on her diaper. I know this doesn't sound like a big deal, but she's 5 years old and she's not potty trained, like, ever. And I'll explain that a little later. But so that got my wife angry and, said a few things like, you're just old, you're 5 years old, you still don't know how to go potty and poopy. And, my wife was in the room and she was outside in the living room. And after she pooped and potty in her diaper, my wife knows that she has issues with potty training, so she was going to fine, but then she took off her diaper again. So that got my wife angry. My wife got angry and the carpet, 2 times. And initially she was still doing it, and
Did you see your wife do it?
yeah.
Okay.
I was home at that time.
What time was this about?
Usually I drop off at 9-ish. I can't say approximately because I don't look at that time. Oh, my wife is banging Ashley said on the carpet. It was 9:15. 9-ish, 9:15, I guess.
Okay. And so right then she wasn't breathing?
No, she was breathing. Okay. She was breathing, and I was like, okay, so she's still breathing. She's okay.
Was there anything?
No, there's just blood.
Was she walking?
No, she wasn't walking. She was breathing, but she was lying down, and I thought she was going to come out of it in a little bit, So I waited for a little while, and then she stopped.
How long did she lay on the floor after?
After hitting the carpet?
Yeah.
2-3 minutes, making that sound. No, it was much longer than that.
This confession changes everything for the detectives. Ling Zhao's account of events not only points out the obvious emotional gap between parents and daughter, but also exposes the couple's lack of responsibility. The wandering child story is now replaced with something far more disturbing, a domestic situation that escalated because of Mingming's bad temper. And detectives now have everything to box her in and bring out a confession. So let's switch back to her to see how they do it.
I talked to your husband, and the only thing that he said, I told him what you told me today. He said he didn't want to talk to you.
You don't want to talk to me?
He said he just wants you to be truthful with us, and he was crying.
Can I talk to him a little bit?
I tried that, and he didn't want to do it. Okay?
No, that's not true.
Oh, I don't care. Let's do that a little bit, okay? Let's do that a little bit. You're telling me that's not the truth, but I'm telling you it is. But I'm asking you what happened to your daughter, and you're telling me that something that's not the truth happened to your daughter. You're saying that nothing happened to her. When I'm telling you that it did, that I know it did.
Right.
Mingming, can I explain something simple to you? Your daughter's dead. I just don't understand. I know that you're not crying. You said I don't have nothing left. Isn't that what you told me? You don't have no tears left. You don't have nothing left. Mingming, your daughter's dead. Okay? We've got people at the restaurant right now. Okay? And I just don't understand it. It makes me cry almost. I'm to the point where I'm crying for your daughter. I'm not expecting you to cry. Okay? But there's the death of a 5-year-old little girl. That could be an accident. It could have been intentional. I don't know. But I do know a couple things. I know that the last person that was in the restaurant to see her before you said she disappeared, right, was you, your husband, and JoJo, right? So how do you explain that she all of a sudden disappears, but ends up in the same place that you checked, and she's dead? Remember we come up there and helped you check last night? And she's dead. And you're saying that she disappeared, but she's dead in the restaurant. And your husband doesn't want to talk to you. And your husband's crying. And it's so bad it almost makes me want to cry. Because there's a little 5-year-old girl that deserved to die. And there's another little girl named JoJo who didn't want to lose her parents. Or didn't want to lose her sister. And I just can't help but thinking about that beautiful little girl who was watching Snoopy losing a sister. You know? And you seem like such a... I don't know you. I don't know you. We never met before, but I know this. I know that I talked to you last night. And I talked to you part of the day. And you seem like to me, like you're a good person. And you seem like you have a lot going on with the restaurant. You have a lot going on with life and 2 kids with your husband, and you're at the restaurant from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And that's a lot every day to do, to take care of 2 kids, to work, to take care of your kids. So you can't say that you're not a good mom or you're not a good person because you work all that time to take care of them. You work all the time to take care of them. You work all the time to take care of them. I know you're a good person. I know you're a good side. I'm being honest with you. I told you. He just wanted you to. That's what his words were. Tell her to be truthful. And I don't want to talk. He don't want to talk because he's crying.
I want to talk to him.
Okay.
Even he's crying.
I can't. He's not going to talk to you. I wanted him to call. He's not talking to you. He didn't want to talk to you.
Please let me talk to him. He needs me.
Okay, well, there's nothing I can do about it. My job in here today is to find out what happened that caused your daughter's death. Amy. That's what I'm here for. Okay, well, I can't make any promises to you. Okay, and I can't let you do that right now. But I'm here to try to find out what happened to your beautiful little girl, Ashley. To that beautiful little angel who's 5 years old. You know? And more importantly, I feel just bad for JoJo because JoJo lost a sister. I'm not a bad guy, but you understand I got a job to do. You know? And here's the thing, Mingming. It's not like I come and found you. You guys called us up there, and you called us up there to check because you said your daughter was missing. We found your daughter. It may not be the way that we wanted to find her, but we found her. Your husband called us up there to find your daughter. We found her, Mingming. We found her. It's not the way I wanted to find her. I've been on this job for 21 years, Mingming. I don't like to find kids that way. It breaks my heart, you know? Nobody wants to find a kid dead. I know you don't want to lose your kid. I said, I know that, but we got to find out what happened. Why did she die? I know you know more than what you're telling me. I know that. I can't make you tell me what happened to your daughter. I will find out what happened to her. I can't make you tell me that. But are you ever going to have any peace? Knowing that something happened to your daughter, you know what happened to her. You know. We don't have to sit here and back and forth each other. I know, you know.
After a while of this back and forth happening, Mingming eventually gives in and reveals what actually happened.
What happened to Ashley? How'd she die?
I'll kill her.
You killed her?
Yeah.
How did you kill her?
I just kill her.
Mingming. We're at this point right now. Okay. But I know there's some information here. And my job, like I told you before, is to try to find out what happened to her. And I could hear somebody say, I killed you. What happened? Was it an accident? What happened?
I kill her. I want my husband to do that to me. That's all, all the stuff, it's me.
What happened?
What do you mean what happened?
What happened to Ashley?
Kill her.
Okay, what happened?
I don't understand what happened.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What happened to Ashley?
Yeah, kill her.
I know. So you say you're telling me that you killed Ashley?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened? How did she die?
Just kill her, and then she died.
How did you kill her? Did you hit her? Did she trip? Did she fall?
I don't understand that, sir.
Okay. Did you hit her?
Yeah,
Where did it happen at?
that's all.
Okay. All right. We're done. Okay. Because remember what I said? That I was here to try to find out what happened actually. Okay. So when you're telling me that, you're not telling me, still not telling me the truth. I told you I wanted to find out what happened to her. But you're not telling me what happened to her. You're telling me something that happened. Because I think that you want to see your husband and your daughter. You told me to ask you questions. I'm asking you questions after you told me that you killed her.
I told you.
Okay, so what happened? What happened to her after you killed her? You just didn't leave her lay there because she wasn't found on the floor.
Huh?
She what you just left her lay there.
Yeah.
Okay, but she just didn't lay there. What happened to her after that?
I told my husband to take care of it.
Okay. So you're telling me that you told your husband.
I told my husband to take care of it.
So what did that mean? Did you see him do something with Ashley? Where did it happen at?
I don't know.
Were you at home or were you at the restaurant?
You mean after that?
Yeah.
Home.
What room did it happen in? Did it happen in the kitchen? Did it happen in the bedroom? The living room?
Kitchen.
The kitchen. And what happened? I mean, just tell me what happened that led up to it.
And I told my husband to take care of it, and I don't know how he take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah, he take care of it.
I know.
He told you just always me.
Okay. When you were in the kitchen with Ashley, what caused the fight that made you hit her?
Huh?
When you were in the kitchen with Ashley at home, what happened that made you hit her?
I forget, just be angry.
Did something happen that led up to that? Did something happen, or did they actually say something to you to make you mad?
I think so.
You think so, or you know? When?
I think so. Because kids always say something when the kids always say something, the bad things, they make me angry. And I can't control myself and I kill her.
Did you kill her with your fist? Did you kill her with something else? Did you kill her with a knife? Did you kill her with your fist? Did you kill her? What did you kill her with?
My hand?
Your hand? How many times did you hit her?
I don't know.
Was it more than once?
I guess.
That's a remarkably cold way to describe what happened to your own daughter, because what actually went down that morning was nothing like a lesson. Sometime between 9 and 9:30 a.m., while working at the restaurant with Ashley nearby, Mingming lost her temper. And not for the first time either. But this time Ashley didn't get back up as Mingming took her life. Afterwards, neither parent called for help. Instead, they went straight into cover-up mode. But even after confessing, Mingming still can't bring herself to fully own it. She circles back to Ashley's disobedience, her in-laws, her stress as if any of that explains what she did to her daughter.
I can say I love Jojo.
Right.
See, I love Ashley, I don't know. She's my daughter.
Right.
She phoned me.
Right.
But I don't think she's my daughter. Do you know why? Their parents do that. When Ashley first time came here, Ashley was a year and a half. She didn't know everything. A year and a half girl doesn't know everything. But her mom keeps saying, she's your daughter. Why did you not love her? We love her. Before she came here, we love her.
Right.
But Ashley just doesn't like a normal girl, normal kids. She do everything bad. After that, his mother fight to my husband. Say a lot of bad words. Do you know why? Because she want to leave. She doesn't want to stay with us. I tell you all the truth, sir.
I think it.
Their parents told us everything. It's nothing. Do you know why now we have a restaurant, we have a house? It's all from me and my husband.
Right.
No one else.
Right. You worked hard at that.
And when Ashley almost 4, not 4, like 3 maybe.
Sure.
His parents want to take Ashley to China, and their team here made a passport. Do you know what did she say? She had a lot of bad words. Do you know why they say that? Because they doesn't like me. Because I don't have green card. I don't have green card. It wasn't my fault. That's okay. Because I love my husband. I don't care about that. And we've done the passport. Ashley go to China. And I talked to my husband. Say, when Ashley come back, we bring Ashley back here. Because Ashley almost 4. Jojo, 5. They're not together like 4 years. They're not close together, not too close. And we want her back here soon, and then they can close together. That's why we bring her here. When Ashley just came here, not even 1 month, everything's okay. We talk. She doesn't understand that much because she didn't say good Chinese or English, and we so hard to talk to her. But it's okay. We try. We keep trying. Not even 1 month. His mom come here. And then as she changed, I don't know what did she do it, but as she changed, she won't listen to us. Never. When I say, Ashley, go sit down, she will not sit down. She just stand up. When I say, Ashley, go stand up there, she will sit down. When she eating, when she eat, just I told you, 3 bread, half an hour to 1 hour. No, nobody do that, and I very worried about that because when she goes to the school, it's no time. The lunchtime only like 25, half an hour, and you don't have time to finish your food, and you keep getting skinny. You understand? I told her that, but she wouldn't listen. Just keep, and then her mom just keep calling, made me change, not, someone else change, made me change. She said, don't look at Ashley. I'm her mom. Why I can't look at my child? You guys told me. She said, if you guys don't believe me, go ask my husband. She said, don't look at Ashley. If you look at Ashley, Ashley will be like everything scared. I don't think so. I'm her mom. Why I can't look at my child? And she not just talk to me, talk to my husband's grandma. Everybody knows. And my husband's grandma and this Chinese New Year, we go to his grandma's house.
Right.
She said a lot of bad words. It's like, you don't love Ashley. You don't care about Ashley. Why I don't care about my child? I don't love Ashley. I mean, now, not the before. I want Jojo and Ashley to be close, just like the other kids. Before I told my husband I don't want any kids anymore because enough. I think 2 girls enough. I'm not. He's louder like that. Want a boy? I don't care. 2 girls enough. I don't want any anymore. After that, Ashley will be changed. She needs diaper every single day. When she has a diaper on, that means she's not gonna let you know she need to go potty or go poop. She just poop on the diaper. You guys tell me. I only take care of everything from the restaurant. I only have 2 hands. I'm not 4 hands girl. I'm 2 hands. I don't want to do that to Ashley, but you can control yourself sometimes. If you do 1 time, that means you have 2 times. If you 2 times, that means you have 3 times. I don't want to do that.
Right.
But I can't. I can't control myself. Non-stop.
Mingming's interrogation ultimately ends with a confession, but while she spends most of it carefully putting the blame on anyone and anything but herself, her husband Lang Xiao provides a far more detailed account of what happened. So let's step back into his interrogation again and hear how he walks through their supposedly foolproof plan that ultimately collapsed.
Okay, so what happened? I mean, she's laying there, she's not breathing. What happened then?
We couldn't decide what to do, and after a while we decided, both of us, I don't know exactly who came up with what, but we should bring her to the restaurant so Jojo can see her. So Jojo, when you guys asked her, I was thinking maybe that was a good idea, but I wasn't thinking clearly at the time. So, bring her to the restaurant so Jojo can see her so that when we call, Jojo can say, oh, she was here at the restaurant and she left the back door in the restaurant instead of, at the house and she accidentally got killed. So,
Where were you gonna put her at the restaurant so JoJo could see her?
at the room that she was normally in, she sleeps in there. So, Jojo will see that she's sleeping there and can verify it. And, she's sick, so, and even if you ask her to take a polygraph, I don't know if you ask a 6-year-old to take a polygraph, but a 6-year-old wouldn't lie like that. And so we didn't want Jojo to lie, so we want Jojo to see Ashley there.
Okay. So you take Ashley to the restaurant. How do you get Ashley from the apartment to the restaurant?
Put her in a car seat.
Did you carry her out to the car?
Did she have her jacket on?
Yes.
What color is your car?
It's a rental car. It's like black or dark gray.
Okay. So you drove that
Yes.
to the store. Was there a gentleman working on the roof?
Yes.
Your daughter, did you carry her in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They saw me.
Okay.
Yeah, there was 2 guys on the roof,
Mm-hmm.
working on the roof or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we brought her inside and we just laid her there. And we just continued our work. The plan was for Georgia to come home and see her there to verify that she's there. And then I would hide her up on top of the walk-in freezer. And then when we called the police at night, Jojo could verify that she was there. So,
Did you guys also make noise when we're going out the back door? Because JoJo said she thought she heard a noise and her sister might have went out the back door.
that Jojo, she's not a liar, but she's 6. And when you lean her towards something,
Okay.
that's where she goes. And she's not a liar. She doesn't lie to people,
Yeah.
but she is 6. When you point her at a direction, that's where she's gonna go.
Well, where was JoJo? Okay, so how long did you leave Ashley laying in the bed?
I got the restaurant at 10 till about 7, 6 or 7.
Okay.
6 or 7. She was lying there. Jojo saw her, and she's sick. She can't tell the difference between someone that's no longer breathing and someone sleeping.
And what happened?
And then I moved her, to the walk-in freezer. And I was praying constantly. My wife too, just praying that this would get resolved and our family can stay together.
For investigators, the cover-up was almost as disturbing as the crime. After realizing Ashley was gone, neither parent picked up a phone to call for help. Instead, they put her into a car seat and carried her out to the van to make it look like she was sleeping in case anyone saw them.
Every single time when Ashley did something like that, it would trigger my wife, because my wife would be reminded of what my mom said. I didn't report this because I was afraid of the same thing that I'm afraid of now, that I was gonna
Split the family up.
Yes, I'm sorry. And we know this for a long time, that it was getting really bad. We would send Ashley back to China with her mom, my wife's mom, and she would take care of her and give my wife some time to balance things out, and she would feel this inside of her head, inside of her heart. And, we were thinking maybe 2 years it would take, how long my wife needs, that's when we bring Ashley back. Or whatever time my wife needs to make her not feel this way inside her head, inside her heart. That's this anger towards my mom that she's projecting onto Ashley. Pretty much.
In September 2017, Liang Zhao pleaded guilty to gross of a court, obstructing justice, evidence tampering, and child endangerment. In exchange for his testimony against his wife, the murder charge against him was dropped. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison. 3 months later, Mingming Chen accepted a plea agreement. The murder charge was reduced to involuntary manslaughter, along with child endangerment, obstruction of justice, evidence tampering, and gross abuse of a corpse. She was sentenced to 22 years behind bars and will face deportation after serving her time. Our thoughts are with Ashley's sister JoJo, her grandparents who played a major part in her early upbringing, and everyone else who knew her as someone who deserved protection and all the love in the world. Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.